This week, we take a look at the community tailgate from the football game against Oxford. We also hear from a teacher who is running a race for St. Jude in support of battling cancer.
But that's all over.
Welcome back to another episode of WTHS News. I'm Anna Grant Kahlstorf. The movie Elvis describes the life of Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll and Tupelo native. Caroline tells us students' thoughts on the movie. Tupelo, Mississippi is known around the world as Elvis Presley's hometown. Tupelo's culture is surrounded by all things Elvis. One of our biggest attractions, the birthplace of Elvis Presley, opened to the public in 1971 as a museum. The birthplace has been a special site in the community for years. In 1957, the proceeds from Elvis's homecoming concert were donated to build the Elvis Presley Youth Center. Roy Turner, who grew up using the Youth Center, gives us insight on how Elvis impacted his life.
In 1981, a lady came here from London to write the first serious Elvis biography. And she asked our local library, was there a local person she could hire to assist her?
She found Roy Turner, who continued to do research on Elvis even after she left. It was 4 years later, when she finished the biography, that she dedicated the book to Turner. From there, they continued to work together and became lifelong friends. As Elaine was growing older, Turner explains how she wanted to give back to the community like Elvis did.
So in 2008, she passed, and I was executor of her estate and set up the Elaine Dundee and Roy Turner Endowment for the Arts, initially with $600,000. It has now grown to over $1 million, and I get so much money every year that I dole out to all kinds of programs that touch children's lives. Tupelo Ballet, Civic Ballet, Tupelo Community Theater, Gumtree Art Museum, obviously the Elvis Festival, the Elvis Fan Club, the guitars on Main Street. That was one of the first projects that the foundation did. All the school children participated in that.
Students from Tupelo High School have grown up in the presence of this foundation, which has brought the spirit of Elvis to their lives. Max Enos expresses how Elvis has been a part of his childhood.
Yeah, my grandfather used to watch him. He kind of sounded like him too, and my mom used to listen to him. So I grew up on all his songs, all his gospel music. Everything about Elvis I probably know a lot of.
The new Elvis movie is influencing students to become more interested in the life of Elvis. Roy Turner explains the younger generation's new interest in the museum.
I'm seeing 9-year-olds up to, say, 35-year-olds, when that was sort of a rarity. And as I'm engaging in conversation with them in the gift shop, I'll say, are you an Elvis fan, or are you tagging along because mom and daddy or grandma? And the parent will say, oh, we're here because they saw the movie. And I said, yes.
From grandparents who grew up watching him perform to parents who listened to the music, and now to children and grandchildren who can watch the movie, the Elvis magic in Tupelo is uniting individuals of all ages to the life of Elvis Presley. Thanks, Caroline. Elvis himself made an impact on our area decades ago, and now the movie has too. Speaking of the community, we had our annual tailgate before the football game against Oxford. This event was filled with food, fun, and fellowship. Over 40 schools and organizations were involved in the celebration that has taken place for nearly 10 years.
I love the powder throw. I think it's just so much fun to do it on the special games. It's just something to look forward to since we do it every time.
I'm happy to see all of my students out at once. I'm happy to see all the free food. It's wonderful, and I'm excited to see everybody just be a great wave today.
The food, most definitely the food.
Our THS cheer team won the Most Golden Wave Spirit Award, and Londa Elementary was awarded the Best Tailgate. As you can see, the community tailgate is a very important Tupelo tradition. On another important note, Tupelo beat Oxford for the first time since 2017, and volleyball recognized the seniors at their last regular season game. Shelbie has more in this week's sports.
I'm Shelbie Spain. Welcome back to WTHS Sports Media. Our Golden Wave football team made history Friday after defeating the Oxford Chargers for the first time since 2017. The team stood their ground with a total of 380 yards, 13 first downs, and 0 turnovers to end the night. In the first quarter, wide receiver Katie Gibson scored the first touchdown after a pass completion from quarterback Jeremiah Harrell. He came back in the second quarter with an 82-yard touchdown. He explains his method for a successful game.
We just had to come out, execute, work hard. You know, we lost it on multiple years, so we just wanted to come out and take the win, and then we did what we had to do.
Coach Harden is the man behind the team we see on the blue turf. He gives an inside look of his game plan going into the Oxford game.
I just do what we do. You know, be prepared on defense, get lined up offensively, try to make big plays and score when we get our opportunities. And it goes back to the way we practice this week. We had a great week of practice and the kids got after it.
The Lady Wave volleyball team had their senior night this past Monday. The seniors were celebrated by peers, family, and fans before winning sets of 25-20, 25-13, and 25-15. They ended the night with 3 out of 3 sets completed.
Well, we had a game plan going in. We wanted to start the seniors the first set and let them play a full rotation and just, you know, it's their night, it's senior night, so I thought that went really well. And then second set, which is kind of our normal rotation. Third set, we love to be able to sub the seniors out one at a time at the very end, which means that they've really got to get a nice solid lead for us to be able to do that, and they did just that. And so, like, everything went according to plan, so I could not have asked for a better night for the seniors, and it made it pretty easy on Coach, which is also really good.
The seniors described this moment as bittersweet, as their time as a Lady Wave volleyball player is slowly coming to an end.
I'm happy. I'm not sad at all. I haven't cried, so I think that's a good thing, but I'm just happy, excited that I made it this far.
I'm actually happy and kind of sad because it's my last senior night. And I'm happy because we actually won our game.
Volleyball competed in the first round of playoffs this past Saturday. We'll have more updates in the next show. Cross country continues to run at a winning pace on the course. The cross country team competed in the Jesse Owens Classic. Team member Jaheim Bridges now runs the second current fastest time in the state of Mississippi. In next week's show, we'll have highlights from the Tupelo versus Starkville game. Also, have a great Spirit Week. I'm Shelbie Spain, WTHS Sports Media.
Thanks, Shelby. Speaking of football, during the first half of each home game, JROTC students support the Wave by doing push-ups for each touchdown scored. Morgan carries on the spirit.
Students who participate in the JROTC program focus on military drills, leadership skills, and physical fitness. The class practices these skills for their future.
It's a great program for me when I'm going to the National Guard after I graduate.
This football season has been very important for the students who are taking this class because now they are known as the Spirit Squad.
It feels really fun because you get to mess around the football field doing push-ups and cheers every time they score a touchdown.
It is a great way to help the team's confidence for this season. JROTC has been working very hard for this year's season. Ty Bedford and Janiah Burge gives us an inside look on how it feels to be on the sidelines.
It's kind of like trying to motivate the football team, and that just seems kind of important to me. So they have something to motivate them to keep pushing, you know?
Being on the sideline is good. You support your team, and then my boys, we gonna win every time. Go Waves.
It is very inspiring to see the students' hard work and dedication for the JROTC program and for our school. I'm Morgan Brown, WTHS News.
Thanks, Morgan. It is great to see JROTC students learn leadership skills but also have fun by cheering on the Wave. In other news, we meet an elementary student who is battling cancer and a teacher who is supporting her battle by running a full marathon. Joy gives us an inside look.
One of our very own teachers, Coach Collum, has made a huge impact for St. Jude and in the life of Lily Baker. Lily was diagnosed with leukemia at the young age of 3 and fought it for 3 years. Coach Collum has been a huge supporter by creating Team Lily and running several marathons in honor of her.
And so the first team I ran for Lily was in Chicago in 2018, then New York in 2019. I've ran Memphis for her several times, and now Berlin in 2022.
It takes a lot of endurance to race 26.2 miles.
The first few miles went great. Went out with the pack in the race and felt really comfortable. I just wanted to hit mile 20 because I knew I had a 10K to go at mile 20. I had lots of thoughts during the race, lots of positive thoughts, and just encouraging myself and wanting to encourage others.
Having a strong mindset and staying determined is key to crossing the finish line.
At the finish line, I was really overwhelmed. As you finish, it's got to be the greatest finish in the world.
The crowd was encouraging and supportive as they watched Coach Collum complete this race.
You literally go through what's called the Brandenburg Gate, and you see this overwhelming sight of the world, and you get to run through it as you go the next 352 meters to the finish line. They saw my name on my bib and they would cheer for me and they would say USA and different things like that. So it was just a really, really cool experience.
Coach Collum is connected to Lily because he went to high school with Lily's dad.
We've known each other all of our lives, and so whenever Lily got diagnosed with cancer, I reached out to her family and told them that I wanted to actually form a team for her to run worldwide.
Coach Collum runs with a purpose, and one thing he hopes to achieve is raising awareness.
A lot of people don't know that you can run events for St. Jude. And I want to give runners like cross-country athletes and track runners here at the school, I want to get them to know why I run.
Lily is a fighter. She managed to stay strong through her battle with cancer.
It's made me stronger, and it's made me so much more thankful for everything.
She encourages those in her shoes to never stop fighting.
I'd say just don't give up, 'cause God's with you. God's with you.
Lily is forever grateful for the impact Coach Collum has made in her life.
Coach Collum's a great person to me. He helped me all my life. He helped me through cancer. He supported, he made Team Lily. He's a great person to me. Thank you, Coach Collum.
Thanks, Joy. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Here are some clips from Orchestra's fall concert. Thanks for watching and have a great Spirit Week.